All right, we're here recording the first episode of the Down the Track podcast about cricket and just a discussion show. And we thought it'd be a good idea because we're all cricket heads here. And here we go. Start.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Mustafa, your co-host. I'll be hosting this show with my brother Yusuf. And basically this show is for cricket lovers. And we'll be discussing match events, player performances, big cricket tournaments, and anything else that goes on in the cricketing world. And so today we'll be talking about the Indian Premier League auction, which is coming up on the February 20th. And basically we'll be talking about the players which are available for auction. And as I have two big Hyderabad Sunrisers fans with me, and as they're the defending champions as well, we'll be looking into the Sunrisers team and who we think they should be buying this season. So let me introduce the two guests for today. I have Zain Azam.
What's up?
And I have Nihal Masudullah.
Yo.
Assalamu alaikum. What's up, boys?
I like this already. Let's do this.
Okay, so what do you guys think about the team, the defending champions, Sunrisers Hyderabad, with their balance so far, and who we should buy to make this team even stronger so we can defend this title this year?
Okay, honestly, we punched a little bit above our weight in the last tournament.
We
Managed
punched with
to win.
Warner.
Basically, Warner got us through. So, there was a lot of things missing in the team, especially if you think about the spinners. But I'm sure in this coming auction, we'll be definitely targeting spinners. Although that is tricky because we made it work with the fast bowlers. I mean, that was the thing that really worked for us.
Yeah.
So, it's a difficult decision for the selectors.
Yeah, I agree with you, but because it's Indian pitches, I think it's necessary to at least have a couple of spinners who are full time.
But let me just pause here and ask, so why do you think we were successful with medium pacers? And was it the pitches? Was it luck? Was it the opposition batting? Why? Let's just maybe take 2 minutes to kind of ponder as to why we were so successful with something that apparently we're lacking.
Well, whatever it was, it worked. Our fast bowling definitely worked with Mustafiz, with Ashish Nehra, with even Sran, and of course Bhuvi. It worked really well for us. But can we do it again?
Yeah,
I think
true.
every fan knows we're delighted we won, but obviously we kind of know that we scraped through.
Yeah.
Thanks especially to Warner.
Yeah. And we should consider the fact that it was Mustafiz's first season, so a lot of players didn't
Yes.
play him.
But towards the end of the season, you could tell that people started to read him. He
Exactly.
wasn't as good as he was when he
Yeah,
started
exactly.
out.
So I think
He was
that's one of
unplayable when we started. But
yeah, exactly.
people
So that's
started
probably
reading
one of the factors why our bowling was so strong. And Nihal, what do you think? Right now we have the players who are available. The top players are Ben Stokes, Owen Morgan, Chris Wokes, Mitchell Johnson, Pat Cummins, Angelo Matthews, who have the top prices right now. So what do you think? We should get from these guys?
Well, I like Angelo Matthews because he's Sri Lankan. I
Yeah.
think, and then there's obviously Ben Stokes, big hitter.
Yeah, he's a
and
solid
also
one, yeah.
a death bowler.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Do you rate him highly, Ben Stokes?
I do. I think he's pretty good. I think he will be maybe the next Flintoff.
Yeah, I think so
looking
as well.
forward.
And he can
Are
change
there
a
any
match.
spinners on that list?
There's Imran Tahir.
There's
Ooh.
Tahir, who I think, he's the number one bowler in ODIs and T20s at the moment.
Yeah.
We have enough
ICC
masjids in
ranking.
Hyderabad, man. He should reach.
But the thing is, if we get Tahir,
Yeah.
that means we're not going to get Ben Stokes, basically.
Yeah.
But that's the trade-off. Are we happy with Cutting? Are we happy with Henriques?
The thing is, Cutting was solid. He was amazing when he finally came into the team. Moses actually didn't have a very good season.
He
to be
didn't,
fair. He
yeah.
didn't have a
With
very
the
good
ball,
season.
especially with
Yeah,
the ball.
he was decent. Even batting. He can hit them, but he wasn't very good. We can't completely rely on that.
We can't let him go, right, at this point?
No,
No,
the
no,
releases
yeah.
have been done.
Yeah. So I think ideally I would take Ben Stokes.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing that comes into play is he's going to be ridiculously expensive. But we have, I think, the third highest purse at the moment.
Yeah.
So we can afford him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, do we splash the cash on
Yeah.
him and then
Yeah.
risk not taking what we really need, which is good Indian players.
Yeah, and I think the biggest risk about Ben Stokes is most probably the last few games he might not be available, and if he's playing amazing in the whole tournament, and he's probably if he's our main player and he leaves just before the playoffs, it can be a big loss and we might lose the playoff game. So that could be a huge risk as well.
So are there 8 spinners available except for Imran Tahir? The Indian spinners maybe?
There's Praveen Tambe, I think, who's available.
I wouldn't take him. Like I don't think he's.
Yeah.
I think he has.
He had
like,
one good season.
Yeah.
Last season he wasn't good. But the other thing about Ben Stokes is Mustafiz is going to miss the first few matches.
He's
first
injured?
Couple, yes,
Right? Yeah.
he's coming back from an injury, and you have solid injury concerns regarding Mustafiz.
Yeah.
So could we take Ben Stokes and start off with Ben Stokes, and then when Mustafiz comes in, introduce him into the team? Maybe that could work, but it's an expensive gamble.
And I know I'm throwing a monkey wrench in here, but we still haven't addressed the point. Like, who do we take? Do we take spinners or not? Do we continue? Because I think we all agree here that yes, we need a spinner, but who do we take?
I think we need a spinner. I think I really like Tahir. He's a solid, wicket taking bowler.
He's awesome, man.
But he's amazing. I mean, numbers speak for themselves. But
Especially in T20.
To buy Tahir, I don't know. I think we the pace attack worked for us.
It worked.
I think I take an Indian spinner if there's any available. I don't know. I think
I wouldn't take Tambe, man. Not a chance.
there's Negi available.
Yeah.
He was really
Negi's
expensive last
available?
time.
Yeah, he's available.
He flopped last time,
flopped.
although he carried a very, very heavy price tag. So if you could get him on the cheap, I would take him.
Yeah.
I would take Negi.
I would take him.
What if you take like a couple of Indian fast bowlers and then take Imran Tahir?
We don't actually need more fast bowlers. The only reason why I'm talking about a fast bowler is because it's Ben Stokes.
Ben Stokes, because he's all-rounder.
Probably the best player in this auction.
Yeah,
And
definitely. Yeah.
If we don't get it, the other teams are going to be very good for them. If Bangalore managed to get Ben Stokes, oh my god.
He's the perfect player for them because they're so batting heavy. Their bowling is so crap.
Plus,
like
it adds even more depth as possible.
Yeah, but the thing is, sorry, what were you saying?
I think they will bid for Ben Stokes.
Bangalore? But the thing is, they only have 12,000, whereas
Yes.
Hyderabad have, I think, 20
20 crores.
crores,
Yeah.
and Bangalore have 12 crores. So there's that 8 difference.
The thing
which
is,
a big thing.
Ben Stokes is probably not going to go for anything less than 12 anyway.
Yeah.
So
No.
And
I don't think Bangalore's going to get him.
I think it'll probably be between Punjab, Delhi, and Sunrisers, because these guys are in the 20 to 23 crore bracket, and which they have in the purse.
Especially Punjab, because they've been pretty bad for
Yeah,
long time, right?
Yeah, and if they get Stokes, they have Stoneis as well, so
Stoneis,
that'll be a
correct.
solid team. So they'll probably look for them as well.
The other thing I think we need to address is the uncapped player. The only one we have is Huda, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
Who's, a decent player. But
Yeah.
he's still not... The thing is, we're stuck with him. Because you need an uncapped player. You're basically stuck with him.
Well, Bipul as well.
Vipul
Sharma,
Sharma, he was a
Oh,
fine
Vipul
last
Sharma
season.
was fantastic. That's a spinner.
Yeah.
We probably need another one.
But do you think I think that's not. I don't think it's like luck, but I don't know if we can rely on Bipul Sharma.
I don't think
Yeah.
he can rely on
Like he
Vipul.
killed it in the
Yeah.
semi-final. I think he killed it in the quarterfinal.
I think he was more impressive with the bat, in fact.
Yeah, he was.
fantastic with the
He
bat, yeah.
won us I think
Yeah.
the qualifier, the second one, which took us to the finals.
The eliminated.
Yeah, and against Gujarat, right?
Gujarat,
Yeah, and
And
what was I gonna say? What about? What do you guys think about? What was I gonna say? And the batting, Shikhar Dhawan. Do you guys?
Oh my god. If Shikhar
big
Dhawan
question,
clicks-
big
If he clicks, which is a huge if,
yeah.
we're sorted. I mean, our batting is absolutely sorted.
He was
Yeah.
playing well last season with Warner, right?
He was
To a
okay.
certain
He
point.
didn't have any blistering knocks. He was more like,
Supporting
about
role.
a strike rate of 100 to 110, which isn't great, but you need, I mean, as an opener, you need a blistering player,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
Dhawan is,
Yeah.
but he hasn't been.
That's true.
So,
Basically, both Dhawan and Yuvraj, they're key players. So if
Yes,
they
yes,
perform, we can win games.
And
But
if
if
you
they're-
Yuvraj is our other spinner, if you think about it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that if he
Yeah.
performs, if he can get like 4 overs in without going for
Yeah.
more than 30 runs, maybe pick up a wicket. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
in business for sure.
Yeah.
But then again, Yuvraj is a part timer. He doesn't have. He
part-timer.
gets hit sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah.
he doesn't. Right.
Yeah.
So it's like.
And we proved last year that bowlers win you matches because our
Right.
team was
Yeah.
a full defensive team, and we were in Chinnaswamy Stadium defending 200 is not easy when you have
Especially
Gale.
the death overs.
Yeah,
like
death
Bhuvi
overs.
and Mustafizur
Yeah.
were really good last year.
If Bhuvi clicks, man, I love that guy. Like he's such a good test bowler, but even the T20s, death overs, he bowls really well. Like he puts it in the block hole. He's quite accurate. He's probably our best bowler, I think.
The thing is, he always comes back. I mean, the way he started last season with Sarfaraz, absolutely annihilating him.
Oh,
he came
that
back
match.
really well after that. So that's the other thing is a keeper. Oja is our only keeper, the only keeper we have. We don't even have any uncapped players.
You don't have anything?
We have zero keepers because we let go of Tariq.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have
We
Tariq.
have zero keepers apart from Oja. So if Oja gets injured,
Yeah.
which he probably won't, but if he does,
We've got a
so
problem.
we're definitely going to buy a keeper. I
You think so?
Yeah, maybe an uncapped one, but we need another keeper.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
an uncapped one would be good. Like,
I think we might actually just go back for Tariq. If we can't find anyone else, I think we might actually just go back for him, get him on the cheap maybe.
what do you guys think about Mitchell Johnson? He's
Nah, I don't think we
Not
don't
for
need.
us. I know he's a solid bowler, obviously, but
He played well in the Big Bash,
Big
right?
Bash,
This
yeah,
year,
very
he
good
won them.
season,
Did you watch any of the matches, Neil?
I did watch some of the matches.
He did he bowl well, like because
Yeah,
in the middle
fine.
he got like crap, right? And then like he
As far as I know, he did pretty well
Yeah.
throughout the tournament.
I don't think he's for us, man. He's like a player
Yes.
like
Yeah.
we have enough fast bowlers.
Yeah,
Ben
yeah.
Stokes, again, he gives you that option of solid batting as well.
yeah.
So, Mitchell Johnson, I don't think we'd go for Mitchell Johnson.
Yeah, and then again, even if Ben Stokes leaves, we do have a replacement in Cutting and Henriquez.
Yes.
So I think that probably might be the best buy in terms of that. But then, like you said, we need probably a spinner as well.
So we're saying it's between Imran Tahir and Ben Stokes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I don't think we can buy both too because
Yeah.
it'll be really expensive
No.
as well.
Plus, our balance might go up because Tahir
Cannot
the
bat.
best. He cannot bat.
Yeah.
I was gonna put him more
As
mindful
much as he
of that.
celebrates
Yeah.
when he gets a wicket, he does the opposite when he gets out.
But I hope we get that because I really don't think we're gonna go for Ben Stokes because we're pretty desperate for a spinner at this point.
Do you think that's what management thinks, or that's what we think?
I think the management really
Management,
wants
yeah.
a spinner. I would
we-
actually just ditch the spinner and go for Ben Stokes,
Yeah.
but I think the management realized they need a spinner.
Yeah. I also wanted to point it out, like something interesting. Whenever Sunrisers release players, they go on to other teams and perform really well. There's
KL Rahul.
KL Rahul is one big example. There's Quinton de Kock, Aaron
Quinton de
Finch.
Kock.
They all had amazing seasons after they left Sunrisers.
Arthur Purdue.
Partha Patel, yeah. Now we've left Owen Morgan, Trent Bolt. These two could do go to
I
another
think
team.
Morgan's gonna be very good this season.
Yeah, that's gonna be frustrating for
He
us
was
if
so
he starts
bad for us
performing.
though, man. Like he was so bad for us.
He had one or two knocks, but he wasn't
Yeah.
nearly consistent enough.
We
But he's-
dropped him right near the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he just recently against India he performed really well, so you
Yeah.
never know he's in form. So I have a feeling we might get frustrated again this season in terms of ex players.
Who else did we let go?
We
Shahid
let go-
Afridi.
We might not have some very good seasons.
We'll come on to that. That's a big topic of discussion. But we let go Trent Bolt. He's a good fast bowler, but for Indian conditions, you never know.
He hasn't proven himself here.
Yeah.
I don't think his
I feel like, what about Stark? Is Stark is he on for the season? Like the whole season? Is he gonna play? Is he back from injury?
Yeah, he's
Bangalore released him.
No, he's
No,
there.
no, he's
But
there.
I'm just wondering if he's gonna play the entire season.
yeah.
Last
Right now
season-
he's fit. He played all the
Okay.
games also. It depends on what happens in the India tour. If he gets injured on the
Because I was
test.
thinking instead of Chris Jordan, who Bangalore let go of, they might go for Bolt. But if they have Stark, then I don't think they will.
Nah, they don't need him. Jordan's not that good of a player, man. I think he's overrated. I don't think he's that
Yeah,
good.
I don't rate him either.
He's like, remember that guy, Ronnie Irani? He was just like this random guy who would bowl like lolly, like medium pacers, like at
Yeah.
110. He'd bat like 7 down, but like people
Can't
like.
do that today.
But he had a huge
Today.
following though, right? Like it's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's Ronnie. It's like okay, his name's funny, but I don't think anything else goes going for him.
I was just looking. Even Corey Anderson has been released from Mumbai Indians.
Ooh man.
Corey is man. If he clicks, he's amazing. But he.
I think he just had that one season, right,
Yeah,
for
he
the
hasn't
Olympics.
clicked. I wouldn't go for Corey.
Yeah, and the
If
biggest
we're
problem,
going for a fast bowling all round, I would go for Stokes. Any day of the week.
considering the form and everything.
The thing is, our team is well set at the moment. So just with the addition of Ben Stokes, I keep coming back to that. With the addition of Ben
I think
Stokes.
as a 4, we're saying it's either Ben Stokes or Imran Tahir, and I guess we're leaning more towards Ben Stokes practically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our hearts are saying Imran Tahir, which I guess is fair. But the thing that you're right, Imran Tahir, he adds kind of that extra weight because like he's not a good
No.
batsman.
Yeah.
So you have 10 batsmen, and I don't think unless Warner clicks, our batting has that tendency to
Yeah.
The
collapse.
other thing is, Tahir will also be leaving towards the end of the
He
season.
will?
Yes, all the
Yes,
South
because they're
Africans will
touring
be
England,
leaving.
right? Yeah.
Oh crap!
So again,
So it's yeah.
that's not a factor in choosing between Tahir and.
It's basically you want a spinner, you want an all-rounder, and I think probably we'll go for the all-rounder. I think we should.
Hopefully, I hope so.
That would help the team more. I'm guessing because you have what's his name, Yuvraj Singh and
Vipul Sharma.
yeah, and if you can look at the other teams like Bangalore, Bombay and stuff, they all have weaknesses. Each team they have like Bangalore still. If Stark doesn't play, they have a huge issue in death bowling and fast bowling. Their batting is amazing, but then again, bowlers win you matches, so that's one thing which is very important.
Who do you think is the most balanced team in the IPL? Is it us?
We are. I mean, after we were horrible, but then
Yuvraj,
once
right?
UV came in, Yuvraj came in.
He completely balanced the team,
Yeah,
right?
because we have
definitely.
very good depth, especially with people like Cutting and Vipul Sharma performing. Oja hasn't been performing, but if he does,
He's so talented, man.
he is very talented. So if he performs, then we have very, very good depth in our batting.
Yeah.
And with the addition of Ben Stokes.
So let's just say Ben Stokes and end it. Like the kind of the discussion on the who we should buy is Ben Stokes.
Yeah.
Ben Stokes.
Who do you think? Who do you guys think will be a big competition for us? Who are the other favorites apart from us as we're defending?
Bangalore's gonna be up there.
Bangalore up there, huh?
After what happened last season.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
they've played a few finals and have lost, so that.
Is Rajasthan any good these days?
Rajasthan is not in the IPL anymore.
That automatically disqualifies me from this discussion. I'm so sorry.
Rajasthan.
Gujarat.
Gujarat.
Who are the top 4 finishers?
Oh my god, that was so bad.
The top 4 were Gujarat, Sunrisers, Bangalore, and Kolkata.
Gujarat, man, they're pretty good on paper.
Yeah,
And
Gujarat,
who's the other team that came out of Rajasthan? Gujarat and
Dhoni's
team.
Super Giants.
Yeah, Pune were so flop last season because they were on paper like amazing, but they did so bad. Gujarat did way better than them.
Yeah.
Gujarat's a good competitor, I think, as well.
And I was.
I think Knight Riders have always been very balanced.
They're consistent.
Yeah.
Very, very balanced.
One very surprising thing is Kevin Peterson is out of the auction. Like he's decided not to play the
The
IPL.
thing is, he's
But he's
hardly
playing
ever
the
played.
PSL.
Yeah, he has. I think he has some
Hyderabad
problem.
got him twice,
Yeah.
and he hasn't played a single match
Yeah,
for us so far.
I think he has some problem with IPL. Like right now, he's playing in the PSL. He scored like 80 or 40 balls, so he's killing it in other leagues.
I
But
think, and those 8 sixes, they came like in the last 10 balls of his innings or something.
He's too unreliable. He's dissed us twice, so considering even if
I
he
don't
was
think he hasn't been that great of a player in the IPL. Like I think he played for Delhi, I think,
Yeah,
for a
last
season,
year
and he
he
was
wasn't
so bad.
bad,
He wasn't
yeah.
that great. But anyway, good for him. Like I feel like he's a really good player. I loved him as a player, and I read his book was awesome too. It kind of exposed a lot of people, but you never know what's true and what's like kind of fabricated or like one person's perspective. But he's a loss to like cricket in general.
Talented,
yeah,
very talented.
I think England's best batsman for years, man.
Bit of a problem in the dressing room.
yeah. Is there any players that you guys miss? Ex-players who we've let go or have left the team?
I think
Peacock.
Quinton de Kock would have been so good, and KL Rahul. I mean, if we had KL Rahul, seriously,
Yeah, man.
wicket
He's
keeper
killing it.
batsman, amazing. I
The,
can't believe he picked up so much after he left.
I think we're like the like Barcelona's like youth team. Like we produce the
Yeah.
players, but as soon as we release them, they're ready to go for the prime time. I think Decock too. Decock, KL Rahul too, because they're actually
The two
KL
biggest,
Rahul's
yeah.
doing well, man, for India as well. He's a good player.
all right, that's good. Just to finish off, I'll be asking you guys a few trivia questions about the IPL auction and like.
Wait, I need to make some sound effects. Dun, dun, trivia.
And basically like you have a minute to answer it, but no pressure. So
Hashtag no pressure.
yeah, so the first question will be like, which player was paid the highest salary in IPL 2016?
Pawan Negi? No?
No, I'm not talking about the. Just to be specific, I'm talking about the salary. Like it doesn't have to be bought in the auction. It's just like who's paid the highest.
Okay. No idea.
MS Dhoni?
You're very close.
Virat Kohli?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Virat Kohli with 15 crore rupees.
Just the fact that Musti asked the question, that is the answer.
15 crore rupees, what a legend. Okay, and going on, who was the most expensive Indian buy in the history of IPL auctions?
Yuvraj Singh.
Yuvraj Singh or Pawan Negi?
I give you guys are right, but there's a catch. There are two players. One is Yuvraj.
Yeah.
Pawan Negi?
No.
No. Who else?
Wait, Indian player. Suresh Raina?
No.
Dhoni was like, I don't think he was bought. Right?
He wasn't.
No. He was.
Given
Kohli had always been for
No.
Bangalore.
Can you give us
He
a
was
hint?
bought in the auction, huh?
Give us a hint?
When was he bought? Which season?
I don't remember exactly, but soon as he bought, he was made captain of that team.
Rohit Sharma.
No.
VVS Lakshman.
No. No.
Captain. Just think about the captain. bro.
Gilchrist?
No.
Indian, right?
Yeah, he's Indian.
Indian.
You get it, man. Should I give you a hint?
Yeah.
Uzair.
Oh, Gambhir.
Yeah.
He said Nihal said
Oh, you said Gambhir. I'm
Yeah,
so
he
sorry,
said
man.
it. It's on the record.
Okay. So Nihal gets the point for that. So we're 1-1 now between Zen and Nihal. And for the last question, who was the most expensive foreign buy in the history of the IPL auction? And this is a tie between two players as well.
Oh, that's a.
AB de Villiers?
No.
I don't think it's Chris Gayle either.
No, his guy was free or something.
I don't think it's him. This is tough.
He was a.
Adam Gilchrist?
No.
Warner?
Bowler or batsman?
There are two.
Give me one.
No.
Brendan McCullum?
No. I'll give you a hint. Should I give you one of them?
No, give us a hint on one of them.
One is an all-rounder and the
Bravo?
no.
Watson?
No. Think back.
Way back?
Really?
Don't tell me Shahid Afridi.
No, man. No. Not Shahid Afridi.
Was it an Australian?
No.
Give a nationality.
They're both English.
Bro.
English.
Yeah.
Reach?
Ronnie?
Ian Morgan?
MC got this, man.
Kevin Peterson?
Yes, he's one
He
of
was
them.
one of them. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Oh, he was made captain of Delhi?
No.
Oh, then who's the
Chris-
captain?
No, I didn't say captain. I
No,
just said
that
that.
was-
That was the previous question. Please focus on our discussion.
Sorry.
All rounder, right?
Yeah, man.
From England?
Flintoff?
Yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
there we go. That's two
Zen
points, isn't
Azam
it?
wins the trivia round for this episode.
Sound.
So yes, this was an exciting episode, our first debut episode.
And just for the record, I don't think I belong here because I said Rajasthan and I got 0 on the trivia, so I don't think I belong here.
He deserves to be here though. He owns the mic.
I'm the executive producer.
Yeah.
producer.
Thank you to all the guests and my co-host.
Thank
It
you
was
so
a
much.
it was a lot of fun. It was a new thing.
Thank you, Chef Musti.
Hopefully we keep
Inshallah,
on
definitely,
continuing this
definitely.
and see you in future episodes, inshallah. Take care,
Same
boys.
time
Assalamu
next week.
alaikum.
Salam.
Yeah, and let's do
And
it.
this was the Down the Track podcast, episode 1. If we get to 100 and we're rich, this is going to be an interesting episode to listen back to.
Happy birthday, Kohli.